sorry about your tree. I think it was deceased.
Yeah, it's just niggling it. They wait until I'm not here before they do all.
Well, yeah, but
They made it the first thing yesterday, because they knew I weren't here. I'm not bothered what anybody says. They knew that the reason they were going to do it yesterday was because I wouldn't be here.
Did they do it yesterday?
What they must have done.
I think they started till today. I didn't know yesterday. Anyway, all right, lovely.
Thank you, my love.
It's all right, don't worry. Yeah, but he said they are aware of it and they'll do it.
Are you Tony? Are you Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I've just been reading about you.
There've been three fellas.
Do you mind if I record?
Not at all.
No, oh, nice one, thank you.
No, what it were is that was one of the American oak.
Right.
Right.
Well,
okay.
oak to commemorate the...
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
It was put in at the same time as the memorial. But what I wanted to do, I knew it had got to come down because it was dead. But I wanted them to cut it in half and leave half in.
Right, okay,
the half that's sturdy.
Yeah.
So that
it's still,
I could say to people, that's one of the American oak.
Yeah.
They wait until I'm off, my day off, and I comes this morning and it's down on the floor. It must be the first tree that they touched.
So is it just that one then that were dead, or out of the 10?
Yeah, that. But it wasn't an ash. They're supposed to be cutting the ash.
Right.
That was an oak.
I mean, surely they know what it represents, you know.
Well, this is what's niddling me.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
what are you doing with flag?
I know. I've just been trying to work out what that was. I mean, I can see it says the Amigos on it. But
I mean, it's cost me a lot of money to have that flag made. Because council wouldn't have what to do with it.
I remember reading about you in Telegraph, right? Well, a couple of years ago, that article, something like that, wasn't it? Yeah.
But you see, in fact, it looks to me as if it's not careful, the paint on top of that flagpole will go through that flag. And if it does,
it'll dip it,
if it does, then I want compensation for a new flag.
Yeah, definitely. So you would come up here every day to look after it then?
Yeah.
So were you one of the children who were playing in
I'm
park?
the only one left.
Only one that's left? Wow,
so it crashed,
wow. Yeah. And so you're saying it was coming down and it diverted to...
It didn't crash as such. It dropped.
Right, okay.
Because we were on the park, rather than hurt us, he decided to try and get over these trees.
Right.
He got as far as that gap, which has never been moved.
Yeah.
The last engine failed and it dropped.
Wow.
Where that stone is roughly where the nose of the plane came down.
So you'd have been now old then, about
8 years old.
8 years old, yeah.
And of course I've looked after it as long as I could. This memorial was actually put in 1969.
Right.
From 44 to 69, nobody bothered.
Yeah, no,
just
I bet people wouldn't have even known, would they? They'd have forgotten about it, wouldn't they?
Yeah. But I've got it looking nice. And
it looks amazing. It's the first time I've seen it, to be honest. It's the first time I've been down this way. But I just saw you looking at with this, and then I saw that, and I thought it's got to be him, right? So local hero, you aren't you? But everyone knows you, when people walking past, they all know you, and that, and obviously they know what's happened to the tree. It's an incredible story.
I had a bit of a photo shoot with. You know Joe Scarborough?
Yeah, of course, the artist, yeah.
Down at Victoria Keys, I had a bit of a photo with him.
Right, okay.
I had him and someone from university, from hospital I think it were, and they were doing an interview for him, and I didn't know, I didn't bump in, and I just said, "Hi Joe," and walked off, and they shouted me back, and he says, "Can we have a photo of you with Joe, with so-and-so in the middle?" I said, "Yeah, of course you can." But I try my damnedest to keep it clean, and then they come across and...
Have you been in touch with, have you been in contact with them about this then? Have you told them just to leave, bottom half so there's something still there?
Yeah, I've told them countless times.
And they've just been and done it?
Leave off on it, put half off and leave off.
I mean, because obviously, that represents a life, doesn't it?
Of course. Yeah. Of course. You see, this is what they don't realise. it wasn't an ash, so it couldn't have been what they're doing, cutting ash trees down because they're diseased. It were dead, but it had been dead over a year.
Yeah,
and it didn't even creak.
No.
You know, it weren't. And if you look at bottom, you show me where diseased bottoms of that tree.
And like you say, if you leave off in it, you could have put a plaque on it, you could have done out with it, couldn't you?
Of course I could. Yeah.
Anyway, you're doing a fantastic job, mate.
Thank you.
It looks fantastic.
Thank you
Take
very
care.
much.
Take care. Wow. So yeah, so that's the guy who was playing in these woods. 1944, did it say? He was 8 years old, and he saw the American plane coming down. As he said, it didn't crash, it was just dropping from the sky. And he's kind of felt guilty ever since, because he's convinced that the pilot kind of did the best he could. That he saw the children playing, he did the best he could to try and to miss them, and they all died. 10 people in the plane and they all died, and he's been looking after the memorial. And yeah, the council have come and chopped one of the trees down, which represent one of the 10 people that were killed, so he's really not happy about that, and that's awful, isn't it? He's looked after it for so long, and like he said, they could have just chopped the, you know, left some of it, so there at least there's still something there. But well, what a legend.
This